Octopath Traveler is rated T for teen. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Octopath Traveler. In the last episode, we took on Ophelia's Chapter 1 in Flames Grace. In this episode, we are going to be heading out to the woodlands to Swarky, where we are going to be meeting our last traveler in Huntress. So, without further ado, let's get going. I'm healed up because I healed up right before the end of the last episode. So, we should be fine. So this is exciting because it's our last traveler to be dealing with. Frankly, I think she's probably one of my lesser favorites. Not to say that's necessarily bad. I believe we want to go down this way. Maybe not. There's just chest for... Okay, sure. We would have never found out if we didn't check the thing first. So we're gonna go to Swarky, which is down this way, I think. Or this is just another chest. Oh!
Ready or not, here I come!
This is a lizard man too. Alright, so hopefully Cyrus has gotten some level, so he should be able to kind of just take these guys out, no problem, hopefully. Just trade tempest, I guess. Gather strength. Therian can just steal XP, I guess. Make back what we use. And then we can use lightning bolts to break them. Or at least try to break them. Attack them with Ophelia. So it was a good thing I didn't use fire because they were weak. That guy's weak to thunder. Shoot the ice. Get the ice lizard man again.
Now, what next?
And then I guess I'll use powered up lightning bolt so I can get the lesser guys first. And then Tressa, I'm just gonna have her shoot her bow, which should be more than enough. Alright, awesome. Ophelia is now level 7, so we are making progress on leveling her up. Fortunately, leveling up in this game I don't think is too terrible, at least for the main story. Towards the end, once you get into the post-game, it gets a little rougher, but, you know, for now, we'll be fine. Alright, now we are in the Western Flames Grace Wilds, which is a new section on the map, which, is this where we wanted to go? Oh, yeah. Okay, so that path just leads up to Flames Grace, okay. Just want to make sure we're not going the wrong direction, because sometimes maps are a little open-ended. But I do have to say, this is just one of the reasons why I love like the visuals of this game. It's like it's so scenic and pretty. And I hope this was the right way. I think the other way probably was to another chest or something. Yeah. Oh, is this a new enemy? Oh, 2 new enemies. Little squirrel guys in the back. A snow fox, a snow marmot, and then an ice lizard man 3. Fortunately, no one's weak to daggers, so Therian's kind of useless. At least for now. Maybe someone's weak to wind. Nope. Alright, let's use lightning bolt. Unfortunately, well, we at least killed the one guy, so that's good. Ophelia use luminescence, AoE light damage, which is good because that breaks the other guys. Fortunately, doesn't break this stinking lizard man. Not that it matters at this point. Steal SP off of this guy because he currently probably is the strongest one. Use lightning bolt, and that kills everyone. Awesome. Cyrus is very good for wild encounters, because he can just really sweep the floor with everyone, especially as he gets stronger and has access to more powerful magic. Alright, so this is the way we would like to go. There is a cave here. Hoarfrost Grotto. So that's level 25, so hopefully we won't get an encounter. Thankfully, it puts the exit right next to where we walk in, instead of making us walk like a very short distance. So Swarky is that way. Is there something over here? Is this like another chest? Yep. I was gonna say. Critical nut boosts our critical hit ratio. I mean, okay, I don't know much about, like, the inner workings of, like, the mechanics of this game, but I never really found critical hits to be that good. I think they boost your damage by, like, 1.5 times, and, like, if you have an enemy break, you always get, like, a critical hit boost or something. So, I don't know. I feel like I don't really ever recall critical hits being at least advertised very largely in this game. But here we are in the woodlands. Sarky is down this way. Alright. That was an easy walkway. Ooh, we have... Oh! We have more enemies. We have rats with bows. They really do like their rats. They're rat men. Forest Ratkin 3. Are you... Maybe you're weak to that. You are! Awesome. I probably should have targeted the other one. Oh, that was the Ratkin 3 that I couldn't have broken anyway. Okay, so that's fine. We're fine. Alright, so Ratkins are either weak to light or dark. They are weak to light and cold, so I might as well use that on with Cyrus. And then either light or dark, so it's either Primrose or Ophelia. It's Ophelia. At least for the Ratkin one. Maybe I can do Fireball. Maybe they're weak to Fireball too. Alright, so they are. That they are. Let me use Steel SP on this side. No? Okay. I'll just use Tessa. There we go.
Time to close up shop.
Alright, Ophelia gets another level up. She is leveling up super fast. Healing Grape. And this should be Swarky, like, right down here. Yep. I think that was probably the fastest I've ever moved through an area. That's kind of wild. This is Swarky, a home to a clan of hunters that has lived in the Darkwood since times of yore. Which I guess these are technically the Darkwoods. Thank you for the yoink. Alright. Proprietor of the Swarky Inn, this man is of the coastlands, came to the village after growing enamored with the thought of living in the woods. In recent times, he has had to play host to his layabout of a little brother and is nearing the end of his tether. We get to provoke like a pro, which you will always gain initiative when you provoke the residents of this town, and spoiler alert, provoke is Honnet's ability, and it is a clone, I guess, of Ulbrich's ability. It's a bit different. I think I would probably classify it like Tressa and Varians in that there's sort of a semi of an advantage of one or the other, versus like Ophelia and Primrose and Alphen and Cyrus being sort of just level based kind of bleh. Anyway, let's just talk to these people. Village Headman. This village hath been the home to hunters since before the dawn of history, or so the legend saith. Many a hunter and huntress of the Darkwood has earned great acclaim hunting beasts and fiends across the realm, so as you can probably tell, Hana is probably a hunter. Alright, awesome. Let me see if I can equip anything really fast. I'll skip out on Tressa, since she will be leaving us soon. I'm gonna leave the pointed hat because I'd rather have the magic boost. This is... No, I wouldn't. That's a pretty significant speed drop. I wouldn't consider that really worth it. Ophelia, do we have anything that we can, like, boost for you? Anything? Anything? Black attire, we'll give you that. And then you know what, actually, let's... Before we hear what Hana has to say, we will... Actually, you know what, we'll get Hunt first, and then we'll go to the shop. Okay. Without further ado, let's begin. I understand it not. For what reason would such a beast come to our woods? Doth this herald some greater ill that comes our way? Her name is Hannet, and she is a hunter. One of the last descendants of her proud and ancient clan. She makes her home here in Swarky, deep in the Darkwood. This seasoned huntress roams the forest with Lind, her fast friend, though her mind often turns to her master, who left the village 1 year ago, on a dangerous hunt from which he has yet to return. When a local noble came seeking aid, she answered the call and was tasked with hunting a vicious beast that plagues the nearby forests, and so she makes for the Whisperwood, with her loyal companion Lind at her side. She will need fierce allies on the path she has chosen. Take Hunter along? Yes, we will. So Tressa's gonna get booted out. Although I'm gonna put Tressa there and Ophelia last, and then Tressa switches out to Honnet, and then boom! This honestly seems like kind of a bad party, because Cyrus and Ophelia are physically weak, and I feel like Honnet's probably going to be dealing with more physical enemies since she's more of a physical unit, and Darian's kind of just there. He's extremely overleveled though, so he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Yep, we will hear the beginning of the tale. "1 year ago."
Good. Thou hast yet to depart.
Waylaid by sentiment, my girl. It ill behooven me to leave without bidding my favorite prentice fare thee well.
A joke, as always. Will thy journey be long, master?
A good question, that. The request cometh from none other than the Knights Ardent. The hunt will taken us to distant lands, and the beast we pursuin is a fearsome one.
I see.
Ha ha ha! Lookin' not so glum, girl. I'm no tyro with green arrows and bruises on his bow arm. I'll do the deed, and that before 2 moons have passed. Still no smile? What is it, my girl?
'Tis not the hunt that concerneth me. Thou intendest to stop and off somewhere along the way.
Oh, here and there, mayhap. Why dost thou ask?
Thou forgettest or feign'st ignorance, so I will remind thee. On the last hunt, thou gambledest away thy purse and came back a poorer man than thou left.
Poor in coin, mayhap. Yes, I did make a few wagers at the arena in Victor's Hollow. And learned that while I have a keen eye for assessing the strength of beasts, I am quite at a loss with men. A valuable lesson that was cheaply bought.
Not so cheap in the end. Eliza had to pay in thy debts, and thou only finishedst paying her back this last moon. Promise me, master, no more foolish gambling.
But what of the old hunter's saying? If the first arrow faileth, knock a second and try again.
Thou just madest that one up.
Come now, girl. Thou art too young by half for such world-weary sighs. Must thou makest our parting so gloomy?
I turn to thee, Hagen. Looking after master, for he can rarely be bothered to looking after himself.
Even thou takest her side against me, old friend?
He knoweth good sense when he heareth it.
Growlest thou not at me, thou faithless turncoat?
Hail, Hunnet. Have you come to see us off?
I have come in to warn Master about straying from the path.
And I thank you for it. I do not have the leaves to pay another debt like that.
Have I not a single ally in this infernal village?
I am your friend, but I am also a Knight Ardent, and your client. You would do well not to forget this.
Not for a moment, most honorable Lady Eliza of the illustrious Knights Ardent.
That's more like it. Fear not. I'll keep him out of trouble. I'll have him fill his evenings penning a detailed account of our adventures on the hunt.
Taken care, and may thine arrows strike true. I shall look after the forest till the day of thy return.
Thank ye, my girl, and farewell.
A year hath passed since that day. In all that time, Master could only be bothered to send in a single letter.
Harnet, 'tis me, thou revered master. Missest me? I won't bore thee with any blather about the weather or the season. Who knoweth when this will even arrive, after all? For 3 months now, I have pursued the trail of the beast sought by the Knights Ardent. A beast by the name of Red-Eye. That's their name for it, leastwise. As for its true name, if it even hath one, none can say. But on my father's bow, I swear 'tis the most vexing quarry I've ever had the misfortune to hunt him. It eludeth mine every trap, and, though thou may thinketh me mad for saying this, I swear it can even senseth every move I make. I know not if it is human intelligence or pure animal instinct, but either way, it refuseth to be caught. Still, we appear to have annoyed it sufficiently that it is moving on to new pastures. Judging from its behavior, I believe it meaneth to make for the lands around Stoneguard. I will be frank with thee, my girl, for thou'st always been able to see through my pretenses. The chase will be hard, and the hunt will not endeth soon. But fear not, for endeth it shall. Hast thou ever know'st your master to fail in the hunt? And so I ask thee, my dear apprentice, pray look after the village until I return. Oh, and be not a worrywart. Always thy friend and teacher, Xanta.
Never heard Master admitteth that any hunt would be difficult. Either this Red-Eye is truly the most formidable of beasts, or he stoppeth in every gambler's den from here to Stoneguard. But no, Master liketh to act in the fool, but when it cometh to hunting, if he saith he will catcheth his quarry, then catcheth it he will. Yes, Lily, I know. Master entrusted the safety of the village to me. My duty now is to the villagers. Come in. Let us visit in the headman, and see if anyone hath need of my bow.
Alright, speak with the headman. Alright, let's go. Hello, Mr. Headman.
I am Hunnet.
Headman, how might my bow serveth thee today?
Hello.
Every day thou comest here seeking work. Sometimes I wonder if thou truly art thy master's prentice. But jesting aside, no, there is no hunt today.
I see.
Is there aught else I might do? Well, the youngsters are always in need of lessons. Thou couldst give them a lesson or two in bowmanship. The clan of the Darkwood inherited the lore of the beasts and the trees. Yet today only thou and Zonta can truly use that lore. Why, when I was a mere stripling... Yes, I have heard your stories before, and I know how long they are. Oh, long-winded tales are the vice of many an old man. My apologies, child. But if thou couldst show the youngsters the way of the hunt, I would be grateful.
I'm asking you.
I saw 2 of them waiting eagerly in the square. Perhaps thou couldst start in them with them.
Yes.
It will be done. So, yeah, Haunit has kind of a weird way to talk, and this is her path action. She can provoke. It's similar to challenging with Ulbrich.
Leave it to me.
Might I show you the fruits of my training, and
Fortune smile.
I've learned much since thou last saw me beholden. Okay, so we gotta pick a fight. Provoke. Go forth, my friend. Training time, am I ever ready? However, there is a bit of a catch with Haunit. And we surprise our foe because we have the provoke like a pro. But pretty much Haunit is a hunter. She can capture beasts, monsters you fight in the battlefield. We currently have 3 available to us. We have Lind, which we can use infinitely. It was that snow leopard we saw before, a forest fox, and a mossy meep. And Lind can do either sweep or pounce, which is a sword or polearm attack, and it's sort of random which one she does. So that was her pounce, which is technically considered a lance attack. We can do a forest fox, which is a blinding claw, and it just kills him. Great. But yeah, I don't really use the hunting mechanic that much because I never found it to be particularly useful. Alright. Thou growest adept at fighting.
So.
But thou must be more cautious than ever, for thou now knowest just enough to get thyself into trouble.
Oh.
I will. Thank thee, Haunit. And that's another thing. Haunit speaks very weird. She speaks in like Old English, so I will probably mess up her lines more than anyone else's, and I already struggle with reading. Or so it seems. Alright, let's go to the next guy and beat him up with Lind. And honestly, this entire like thing with her hunting attacks, like you have to use path actions, like the character's path actions in pretty much every single chapter. And since I never used her hunting mechanic, I almost always had like nothing to like use when I had to like use her provoke skill in her chapters. So it was so painful because I would always forget to like get stuff. Oh, it was just bad. Well, dost thou feelst more attuned to thy surroundings?
Yep.
Yes, I feel much more able in anticipating where Swift Quarry might dart us next.
Excellent.
Very good. An important lesson, that.
Hello there.
Hunter's Haunit!
Hmm?
What is it?
Well...
The headman sent me to find thee. He said he must speaketh with thee right away.
Understood.
Then I will make haste. He is at home, I take it.
That's right.
Yes, follow me. An urgent hunt, mayhap.
Greetings.
Headman, you wishing to see me? Yes, a request hath come in from the demesne of Lord Searin. It would seem a beast hath strayed into his provincial forest.
I see.
And he will it gone. Just so, he asketh for our best hunter. And while Master Zonta is off on the hunt, that meaneth thee. Understood.
I'm asking ye.
Always remember, Haunit, since time immemorial, ours has been a village of great hunters and huntresses. Yes, far and wide beyond the edges of the Darkwood, our home. The bard sangeth of our exploits, and all the realm lauded fair Swarky as the home of the true hunter. Is that not how it went?
Egads!
Oh, have I told that many times? Long-winded tales, my dear. Are thee the vice of an old man, yes? As for the hunt, I am ready when needed.
Splendid!
Excellent. Lord Searin's messenger awaiteth inside. He will tell thee all thou needst to know.
I am ready.
I will speak to him at once.
I'm asking ye.
Honnet, prithee does not... oh my goodness. This old English really messes with me. Honnet, prithee is that supposed to just be do or do, bro? I can't read this. Honnet, prithee though do not... I keep getting... oh my gosh, this is horrible. Honnet, prithee do not, Master Zanta would thee not. What does that even mean? Is he saying don't do what Master Zanta wouldn't do?
Fair befallen thee.
Of course. Thank ye.
Well met.
My apologies for the urgency of the matter, but monsters pay little heed to the convenience of men.
Nay.
I am here to serve, telling me more about this beast. Your quarry is to be a fearsome beast that has wandered into the Whisperwood from the gods know where. A monster that hath strayed from his home.
Yes.
Aye, just this morning a merchant and an injured companion fetched up at our manor in frightful shape. As one man told it, the other was in no condition to speak. Their caravan had just been waylaid by the beast, and they were the only survivors.
This bodeth ill.
How dost thou know this creature was responsible?
Well, actually...
Lord Searin's scholars were called upon to investigate the matter. From the merchant's testimony, they concluded the men were attacked by a savage beast known as a Gisarma.
Truly?
I have heard of this creature. Its baleful roar would make an unlikely fit for the tranquil Whisperwood. His lordship is most anxious to protect his subjects, needless to say. He seeks the help of the most capable hunter in this village, and so, in Master Zanta's absence, we turn to you. What say you, Honnet? Will you free our fair province of this whole unholy menace?
I am ready.
Tell thy lord I shan't fail him. Indeed. There is a dignity about you that Master Zanta lacks, but I see you share his passion for your calling. I hope you will continue to inherit only his better qualities. Master is a fine teacher. He showeth by example both what a hunter oughteth and oughteth not to doing. Well said. It would seem we are in safe hands, indeed. Yes, thou art. And so I must do my duty and hunt the beast. Thine offer is a generous one, yet the path ahead is fraught with danger. How curious! Lynn judgeth thee worthy. It is not often she warmeth to strangers. I shall accept thine offer, lending me thy strength in battle. The monster hath been sighted in the Whisperwood. It is there that we must go. Alright, so Hunter joined a party. I just want to make thing. We need to go to the Whisperwood. Isn't there like the Whistlewood? Oh man, that's weird. There's the Whisperwood and then there's the Whistlewood. Because I thought they were talking about this place, and I'm like, isn't this in the Flatlands or something? Or like just like there's like is there like a stretch between the two or something that I just wasn't aware about? But no, I'm just unaware and stupid and forget. But before we do anything, I'm gonna buy myself a stinking axe for Honnet. So Honnet, as a hunter, can use both bows and axes. So she is very, very good. Actually, you know what? Accuracy down, but critical up. But like, look at that attack boost, bro. You know what? I don't know, man. I'm tempted. I'm honestly tempted. I'm gonna buy a couple of soothing dusts, so that way when I get Alphen, whenever Alphen gets put back into the party, I can like just safely use that, because otherwise I will forget, because I am kind of stupid. Just a little bit. And then, you know what, we have 12,000, we can just haunt it, sure, you get a nice upgrade twice in a row. And the 2 guys are still knocked out!
Hello.
I haven't taken a day off from my training in 10 moons. One day I'll just be Master Xanta's #1 apprentice just out waiting. Okay, lady, I'm gonna just steal from you. A battle axe, essence of grape, healing grape. Alright, there's even a chest right here, the spiriting plum. This is the tavern. I'm not sure if there's anything else of interest. No visitors allowed. We can beat him up with the provoke or overreach challenge thing, but we're not gonna do that quite yet. Discount at the end. That's another thing. You can get discounts. All right.
Very well.
Let's just steal. Let's just talk to this guy. Just, you know, no big deal. Just gonna yoink some stuff from you, some info. Like, honestly, it's amazing how just I can like get stuff at 36%, like, but I can't get something at like 90. A hunter who has coveted the position of headman but was bested by another, he has given up on his ambition, or so he would have others believe. In truth, he waits patiently for a chance to usurp the village leader, or at the very least ensure that his son succeeds where he failed. Need more plentiful provisions, so there's more stuff in the item shop, which I guess I probably should talk to him first, but whatever. We will be fine. I'll just have to put Tressa in the party for a few chapters, so that way we can just randomly find money. Anyway, this is the Whisperwood. Like all the intro dungeons, it's not particularly complicated. Then again, none of the dungeons are particularly complicated to begin with, because they're mostly linear paths with some items off to the side. There's absolutely zero puzzles or anything like that to them. One thing that I do have to say I'm a little sad about, that they're just like, they're not even like mazes even. Usually, they're pretty straightforward, but you know, it is what it is. Out of my way. I'm not sure if I think I've fought these guys before. Marmot, whatever, I'll just show off this battle anyway. Why not? Why not?
I appreciate it, really.
Alright. Are you marmots weak to lightning too? No. Alright.
What next?
But as a hunter, as I said, she has bows and axes. So she's slightly better than Alphen in terms of her weapon diversity. Ophelia, go for it. Dang, bro. And then we just have Fairy just stab them back in. Alright, awesome.
And that's that.
We get some extra JP. One thing that I would like to do before we do anything else, want to learn if we see if we can find any more skills. Ophelia can, and only Ophelia. I'm not sure what would be the most effective thing right here. I think at this point we're probably not going to really be having anyone die too much. So I'll go with Reflective Veil. Actually, no. Yeah, sure. The skill will be useful later on. And then we have Persistence. All status enhancements you receive will last for 1 additional turn. So if you combine that with Primrose's dance ability and her Show Goes On move, which I think she has. If that's a spoiler or not, I don't remember. Because I don't remember the order in which we got them. We get the stuff, so, you know. I'm pretty sure she did. I'm pretty sure that was the first one she gets. Oh, that's not even... We're not even in the Whisperwoods yet. This is just straight up the... Spirits, have mercy. This was not done in the name of survival. The Gisarma sought not food, it sought sport and wanton slaughter. It sleweth these men and beasts for no reason, other than as a fearsome show of its dreadful power. No, we're even got the wolves.
This bodeth ill.
I see thou tremblest, little one. Thine heart is filled with fear. Thou witnessed what the beast did. it madeth thee bear witness. Patience, I shall return and attend to the fallen. But first, they shall be avenged.
If thou wilt,
Wilt thou protect them, friend, until my return?
thou hast my say.
Thank thee. I shall return anon. To Eaton, to Ben Eaton, this is the fate and the privilege of any beast of the forest. A life for a life, so it hath been since the dawn of time.
Unacceptable.
But to slay and for sport, for pleasure, or for greed, is to betray the law of nature. Each time a creature taketh more than it needeth, a part of the forest dieth. I hunt not merely to keep Lord Ciaran's people safe. I hunt to save in the forest itself. I wonder what Haunted would say about Primrose being like, I'm gonna hunt people down for revenge. Does that qualify? Guess not. I will say though, I do enjoy Honnet's story. Similar to Ophelia's, it is a bit more kind of world-building lore-based than it is about the characters. I mean, obviously all of the stories are based on the characters, but this one sort of has a... I would probably say, like Ophelia's, it's kind of like a 50-50 split between the character and the actual world. It expands on the world and all that. Alright, I'm gonna cut this fight out because I know I've already fought you guys. Oh, actually, before I do that, Rain of Arrows strikes a random foe 5 to 8 times with a bow. True Strike deals critical damage with a bow to a single foe.
Rain and arrows up
So it's basically like Thousand Spears, Ulbercast, but with a bow. Haunted is level 4. Do I get a skill off of that? I wasn't quite sure. Yes, exactly 30. Awesome. So Haunted has Thunderbird, which is lightning damage, similar to Alphen's Icicle, or Tressa's Trade Winds, or Primrose's Moonlight Waltz, or Ophelia's Holy Light, or Therian's Wildfire. I think that's all the other, that's all the other elementals. How to draw that out. So there's Thunderbird, there's Leghole Trap. Leghole Trap is super good. It's probably one of the most useful, like, support skills, IMO. I find it very useful for bosses. We have Mercy Strike, which attacks a single foe with a bow. Otherwise, lethal attacks will instead leave the target with 1 HP. So this is to help you catch enemies for Honnet's Beast commands, because I actually haven't shown that yet, which I should probably do that in the next fight. We have Arrow Storm, which attacks all foes 5 to 8 times with a bow. So similar to Rain of Arrows, except it hits all foes 5 to 8 times instead of like randomly selecting. So this is actually a very good skill too. And then Take Aim, which increases all allies' critical rate and accuracy for 2 turns. I don't find that super useful. I'm gonna go with Leghole Trap because I know that will be useful for the boss or future bosses. Is this just a dead end? Really? Not even gonna put a chest here, bro. But yeah, I do like Honnet's abilities quite a bit in terms of their utility. Her Beast Lore command, though, not so much. Or I should say, I like the Hunter class. Not so much the character. Although Haunted is... Honnet's okay. Alright, I want to make sure I get all the stuff, and I'm hoping I can get into one more battle just so I can show off the Beast Lore.
Flame, protect us.
Oh, well, it's a new enemies anyway. You... Gabrodillo? That's a funky name. Red Fox. Weak to daggers. Attack. Let's use fireballs. And then strong shot. Ooh. Alright, so Beast Lore is Honnet's special ability, like, you know, Alphen's Concoct. It's a separate tab. So we can either capture a monster, or we can summon a beast. So these are the ones we have available. Lend you will always have, and then you use certain ones up to a certain point. So we have the Red Fox, so that will give us Blinding Claw. So that can be something that we can do. I'm not sure if you get experience if you capture monsters instead of defeating them. I'm not really sure, but it is what it is. As enemies get weaker, similar to the Steal and Collect commands of Therian and Tressa, weak foes, foes inflicted with status and break, are easier to steal and capture.
I appreciate
So we're gonna stab this guy.
What next?
Beast Lore, can I capture you? What will you give me? Lunge? That's kind of crappy. Double Strike? That's also kind of crappy. Yeah, honestly, I find a lot of the monsters in this game to not be particularly useful for their, like, abilities. I always find it to be extremely, like, weak. But, you know, basically the only reason I ever use it is because of the Provoke command that you have to use in Huntress chapters. Otherwise, if I ever have to fight someone, I always use Olberg, because Olberg is just easier to use, almost always. We have a Traveling Peddler. If you need anything, just say the word. We have plenty of the stuff, and I'm gonna save really fast. Alright, let's see.
Not acceptable.
That is enough. I think it's angry. Thou scareth me not, beast. Is it not so? Thou wert driven from thine home. Bested by a beast more powerful, thou fledst and foundest thyself here.
I see.
I understand thy pain all too well. But to turn in thy grief and anger against innocent creatures, that is a sin of men. It was thy duty to adapt into the forest, to let it find a place for you. Instead, thou would rip out its heart and claim it as thine own. This cannot be forgiven.
Ugh.
Thou hast trespassed, beast. And in the name of the forest, I visit judgment upon thee. Alright. Quick and to the point. Haned's very nice, in terms of video length, because we're at like 44 minutes and we're fighting the boss, whereas usually it's like closer to like 50-55 minutes. Alright, fortunately it is weak to light, so Ophelia is somewhat useful here.
I appreciate it. Really.
Stab it, poison it, nice. Ouch! Ouch! Oh, big ouch. I guess it's good that I do have Ophelia here. Doubly so. I'm gonna use... So if you use a boost on Analyze, it just reveals more weaknesses. So let's see how much health it has. It has just under 10,000. Ophelia can use Heal Wounds because we are getting a little slapped around. And then I'm going to be using Leg Hold Trap. So Leg Hold Trap makes a foe act at the end of a turn. It's just very useful because then you can break foes more easily to make sure you can, you know, like, break them and waste their turn for that turn. If that makes sense. The only troubling thing is that I don't know what other elements he's weak to, so if I don't guess right, then that's going to cause me problems later. Presumably he's probably weak to, probably is weak, oh, he's weak to ice too, that's a good thing. I guess I can attack him again with a bow. Oh, thank goodness, I chose right, because I don't actually remember what he's weak to. I don't remember in the slightest. So I guess I can just steal SP from him or something. It's really the only thing I can do.
I appreciate it.
Maybe I can poison him again? No.
Letting the hunt begin.
Alright, we cannot capture bosses. Understandably so. Blinding Claw. The other thing that I don't like about, like, the monsters is that it also doesn't tell you how strong they are when you're actually summoning them, so you kind of, it's easy to forget. So you might have, like, a really weak enemy or in your ranks, and then you just, like, lose it. Rain of Arrows, sure. Only 5. Unfortunate. And then Icewind. I'm really glad that I guessed right on that, because I just kind of went, you know, with whatever. Holy Light? Alright.
Coming, if thou darest.
Sure. Leg hold trap again.
Better than a snare.
And then I guess I'm gonna use Icewind.
Oh, ice. Yes,
This would be easier if I had the second tier of Icewind, so I could attack twice in a row.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, we're probably a little weak. Although, frankly, I'm sure it would be fine. Holy Light.
Oh, sacred light.
And then Therian can whack it with a sword. And then hopefully
Oh, ice. Yes, them
on it. You know what? What I'm gonna do? This is kind of risky.
If thou darest.
If I use Rain of Arrows, so if I can hit it at least 3 times, that'll break them.
Rain arrows up on me.
Okay, good. We're good. We're good. We're even better than good. So Therian. Sure, we'll attack him with a sword. That dealt like probably like 600 damage plus, maybe closer to 700. Use Holy Light on him.
now.
Cyrus can use Icewind.
Oh, ice. Yes, them through.
Holding back
And then I guess I can use True Strike to deal critical damage. I don't feel like... Oh, that does a lot more than I was anticipating. Holy crap.
My turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use Share SP on Ophelia, because Ophelia needs a little bit of SP. Everyone does, but Ophelia particularly. Cyrus can go on for at least another turn, so he'll be fine.
I'll do my
And
best.
then Cleric, I'm gonna use Heal
Let your wounds
Wounds.
be healed.
Ophelia and Cyrus particularly are
if thou
are
darest.
weak. And she does not have any SP either, which is wonderful.
Course of action.
I'm gonna use Icewind
Oh,
again,
ice. Yes, them through.
I'll not be defeated.
and then Holy Light.
Oh, sacred light.
And then I guess I'm probably gonna just have to use the next turn to recoup, because actually I can't even break him, I don't think, unless I use both Hana and his BP, which I don't think it'll be worth it. So I'm gonna use Inspiriting Plum on
Letting my arrow
what's his
fly
face,
in
Cyrus, to make sure I can get that, and then sure, Blinding Claw. Unfortunate. No status effect. Okay, that's not good. That's really not good. Good lord. You know what, I'll just use Therian. Therian's sword to whack him twice.
Coming,
Alright, and then
if
I'm gonna
thou
use
darest.
a Olive of Life
Using
on
this.
Ophelia. Wake up, girl. And then we can use Icewind. Hopefully we can kill this thing fast. And steal SP. Get some back. Ophelia, just, you know what? Whoop. Use Holy Light on it. Hunnet can just shoot it 4 times. Please don't use Rampage. Ouch. It's Ice Wind, I guess.
Oh, ice, pierce them through.
My turn.
Share SP to Hunnet.
I'll not be defeated.
Cleric skill. What do I want? Holy Light, I guess, sure.
Oh, sacred light.
I'm sure we'll be able to kill it, no problem.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
I'm just gonna shoot it with a thing. Although I should have used like Volt Trap now that I think about it.
true.
Hopefully I can get enough shots off on this. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Then I'm gonna use Steel SP. Hopefully I can... Nope, I lost SP, that's great. It gets better as he gets stronger, trust me. Believe me, I swear.
Oh, ice.
You normally start doing around like 100 damage per hit, so you restore like 10 SP. So it's really not that bad. I guess I can just use
But
heal
your
wounds,
wounds.
even though I think only Hanet's the only one that really needed to be healed. Steel SP.
I appreciate it. Really.
There we go, 37. That's good.
I'll do.
It's also better because when he gets more levels, Theron can hold more SP, which makes it a lot better for like share SP because you get more out of it.
The flame guides us true.
Alright, good job, Ophelia. Oh my gosh, we beat the boss before even the 55-minute mark. This is going to be a very short video comparatively to the rest. Healing Great Bunch, nice.
Thy life is given not in vain, for it will feeden others. Thou art of the forest now, and in the forest naught is lost. Come in, my friends. This life belongeth to all. The animals that eateth the grass becometh food for the animals that eateth meat. The eaters of meat in their turn feedeth those yet stronger. And when the strongest of all dieth, his life is returned to the forest. His flesh feedeth the soil, the grass. His blood becometh sap, his bones wood. He becometh the food of the plant-eaters, and the circle beginneth once more. Lives entwined, a tapestry woven anew each dawn, every thread a part of the whole.
Listen in, Hanage. Being a hunter means taking lives, but we do it so we might live. Never forgetting it is thy sacred duty to live on.
To survivin', and honorin' those felled by thine own arrows. As long as he speaketh only of hunting, he is the wisest of men. If only that were all he cared about. The hunt is over. Now it is time to tend in to the fallen.
Good day.
You look well. I trust the hunt was a success.
Well,
The beast will trouble thee no more. These graves...
Yes.
I took the liberty of digging them while I waited for your return.
thou hast my thanks.
Thank thee, but I have a request. Leaving the beast be, letting the forest reclaimeth them. That is the way of the wood.
But of course.
As you wish, milady. Although, frankly, if you buried them in the dirt, then just the worms would get them. Really would just be picking and choosing who gets to eat them, but, you know, I won't. You know, that's just arguing semantics at this point, I guess. Hagen, thou'st returned to us. Hagen don't seem very happy. Where is Master? Hath something befallen him? He is confused and frightened. Thou didst run here, didst thou not? And alone. Doth Master needeth my help? Take that as a yes.
Just so.
It's all right. Easy, boy. Easy. Oh, Hagen is such a good boy. There now. That's a good boy. Master is in trouble. That much is clear. I must hasten to his side, if anything were to happen to him.
The hunt is on.
Hagen, canst thou guide me to Master? Whatever hath befallen him, we shall save him, thou and I. Alright, head north out of the village. You got it.
So thou art going after Zonta.
Hagen here cameth seeking my help. In his letter, he said he was bound for Stoneguard. We shall begin our search there.
I pray it is no more serious than an ill-founded wager that left him unable to pay his innkeeper. For Hagen to cometh all this way alone, I cannot help but fear the worst. Prithee, take us care.
We will.
And don nothing foolish. Don as Zonta saith, child, not as he would doeth.
Thank you, Chief. Fearing not for us. We shall be back before the next moon, with Master at our side. Stayest safe, Master. We're coming.
And so did the Huntress Haunted set out on her journey. Her master having vanished hunting the baleful Red-Eye, it now fell to her to find him and bring him home. What fate awaits her on the road ahead? Only the gods can say. Alright, we're out of Swarky, but we're going right back in. Well, this is exciting. We have all of the travelers. We have traveled across all 4 lands, hoping to get info on all of the travelers. This is exciting though, because we have all of this area to go to. So, in the next episode or a few episodes, I'm not entirely sure how it's going to be cut around, but we will be what's the word? We will be going back to each of these initial towns, and we will be completing some quests. Right now, I'm thinking probably I'm going to cut it into 4 episodes and do like 2 towns each. Try to keep it somewhat shorter, but maybe I'll split it into 2 and do 4 if that's really how it works out. I don't know. That's something you get to look forward to. And anyway, I don't know after that. We can then start all of the Chapter 2 stuff. So that's exciting. Not entirely sure what order I'm going to be doing it in. I almost want to say I want to do it in like reverse order, or just keep going in like circles, basically. But yeah, that's something I will figure out later. That's going to be it for this episode, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, leave a like, maybe consider subscribing, or leave a comment, whatever feels good for you. And with that, I will see you guys in the next episode where we start taking on some side stories. See you guys then.